Right, we're with Marco and Kate of SwiftOrder at Clifton Village Fish Bar. So I'm with Kate, director and one of the founders of SwiftOrder.
Great to be here. Great to meet you, Steve. Really excited about what you're doing for the industry. The Chippy Tour is going down really well with a lot of fish and chip shops, and it's really great to see that. To tell you a little bit about SwiftOrder, we've been working with fish and chip shops, I'd say, for the last 3 years. SwiftOrder is an online ordering platform that's built for fish and chip shops. We launched in COVID around 5 years ago, and we thought after COVID that would be it. But instead, online ordering took off and we got really, really busy. So we started to really work on our platform, work on the features and grow organically. We are a family-run business. We're based in Bristol. As you can see, we've got the iconic suspension bridge behind us. And we initially worked with local companies in Bristol, local takeaways in Bristol. Fast forward 5 years on, we now work with hundreds of takeaways all around the UK, from Scotland right the way down to Cornwall and everything in between. It's our own platform that we've built. It's an online platform that takeaways can sell direct to their clients with no commission, zero commission. So it's working really well for takeaways that want an online solution that's really cost effective for them, is a very easy platform for them, for the owners and the staff to use, and also for the consumer to navigate. Built on reputation, shops will take on us as their online solution, and then they'll recommend us to other shops as well.
Was this other takeaways first and then the fish and chip shops, or did it just all come at the same time?
So we fell into the fish and chip shop industry, I would say, about 3 years ago. We took on one fish and chip shop that, as they do, a lot of them have family fish and chip shops. So they have a number of them, and we rolled out one. They were so impressed with how it went and our service. We then rolled out to other fish and chip shops. We then started to do a little bit of research into the industry, work with more and more fish and chip shops, more and more families, more recommendations, and it just snowballed. Around 75-80% of our clients are fish and chip shops. We love how we can support the industry with our platform, especially during these difficult times. It's been quite turbulent for the shops over the last few years with the price changes and everything else, and national insurance going up. For us to be involved and a solution to help grow their sales, engage with their customers, so that's brilliant for us. From the SwiftOrder platform, we built ourselves. So when we partner with a shop, we really value their feedback, and the feedback that comes back to us really helps us develop our platform. We can add new features that will then benefit across all of the shops.
Now, you've got this app, which is great. I've come across it loads of times. So I was thrilled when you decided that you wanted to sponsor the Chippy Tour. That's a big step because we've only been going since last year. Where do you see it going? I mean, are you going to stick with the app, or is it going to expand further? Have you got any ideas for what else you can do? Do you provide all the technical equipment, monitors and everything else, and everything they need in the shop?
Yeah, absolutely. Really good question. We supply the shop with the hardware they need to run it and a thermal printer. From a development side, we've got a development team that are working on lots of new features. So over the last 6 months, we've introduced self-serve kiosks. That's working really well. So we've got shops that are using those really successfully. The self-serve kiosk that we've built is really user-friendly. When we did our research around the kiosks, the feedback we had from some shops that had kiosks in is that the customers will go to the kiosk and they spend, 10 minutes. They can't work the kiosk out. It's too complicated. They just walk away. So we wanted to build something that was simple, easy for the customer to use. With our kiosks, we're seeing that there's an increase in basket value. The consumer is not in a queue, so they're not feeling rushed. They can order more. So there's an increase in value. It's also really helping with the queues as well. We've also just launched loyalty stamps as well, like a loyalty module. And the feedback we've had on that is really, really is fantastic. I was speaking to a shop last week and they said since they launched the loyalty a couple of weeks ago, they've had 25 new customers walk through the door, which is amazing. Yeah. So the loyalty stamps has been brilliant for the shops that have taken that on. There is no extra cost for loyalty stamps. Yeah. It's all within the app. The development team are working on a point system at the moment. That's our second phase. So we've got a team that are working on building a simple to use EPOS solution. So we can then offer an all-in-one solution, online ordering, kiosks, and also an EPOS.
So I've noticed that when I've looked at some of these chippies, when we were doing the reviews and I've looked in advance, you'll find a website link. And sometimes the website link is straight to your app.
Yeah.
So do you think That's helping a lot, because I know a lot of fish and chip shops, they're too busy for building websites. They're too busy for maintaining websites. They don't really have to maintain anything with this app, do they?
When we bring on a new shop, we take care of everything. So we build their platform, we build their website. We can also offer them a custom website as well. Quite rightly, you're saying if you're a customer and you're a new customer to them, you can just click on their link and within 2 clicks, they're in browsing the menu. So it's essentially a web app. What customers can do as well is they can pin the app to their homepage. So the click of a button, they go into an app and they start browsing, they start ordering. There's no messing around with logins, setting up an account. What we want is those customers to start browsing that menu while they're hungry and not get bored and move somewhere else.
Yeah, well, it's super simple, that's for sure. I mean, you go to some websites, or dedicated, what they might call dedicated websites, and you've got to browse. You've got to click, open this, open that. But straight away, you're confronted with the menu. So it's just a couple of clicks and you've got your order sorted, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Whether that's a collect. Now, it's got nothing to do with deliveries, has it?
Solution supports collection and also deliveries if the shop have got their own drivers.
Right.
And that's a really interesting point, because we started to see a bit of a trend and a shift probably about 12 months ago, but more so now that more and more shops are wanting to come away from the marketplace apps for obvious reasons, that they're paying too much commission, the reliability of the drivers and all the costs involved. So we're seeing a lot more shops now are taking delivery more in-house, bringing on their own delivery drivers. So our platform absolutely supports delivery as well. We're also seeing shops that maybe haven't done delivery in the past starting delivery. So they might trial it on a couple of their quieter days just to see how it runs. So we're seeing a big uptake in that shift and that movement.
A business can survive or it can die just by the deliveries. So let's say, for instance, they've got 5-star, it's a 5-star chippy or a 5-star takeaway. They're failing on the deliveries. All the bad reviews say are on 1 star because it didn't arrive on time through Deliveroo, whichever app it might be, Just Eats.
Yeah.
What about those delivery services? That's up to the shop, surely?
Well, a lot of our shops do collection and delivery with their own drivers. So we set them up with their delivery zones, their delivery settings. We can set delivery zones and on a map zone. So one marketplace app sets the delivery zone as the crow flies. Now that's really difficult if you've got a postcode that runs for, 2 or 3 miles. We'll be launching a driver app next year as well, where the drivers can log into the app and they can get the next delivery through that. The driver app element is coming next year.
But it's a good idea that the shops deal with their delivery.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Exactly. So, and there's no extra cost for delivery. So if the shop wants to open up collection and delivery, it's the same flat fee of £50 a month. Don't charge commission. We don't charge a service fee. It's just a flat fee of £50 a month plus a very low card transaction fee if the customer wants to pay online.
You can. We're going to go and visit a fish and chip shop now, aren't we? And have a little look at their setup using your app. And
the kiosk. They have kiosks too.
Fabulous. Let's get over there, hey?
Let's go. So we're in Clifton, Bristol, and we're going to go into Clifton Village Fish Bar. They do some fabulous fish and chips. We're going to go and have a look at the SwiftOrder kiosks and also the online ordering platform.
Right, we're with Marco and Kate of SwiftOrder at Clifton Village Fish Bar in Bristol. Fabulous place. Beautiful building and some wonderful traditional fish and chip shop fare. We've got hoki on the menu, which is a New Zealand fish. So that's great. Tell us a little bit about how long you've been here and how things are going.
Been here, first of all, my dad was here. So it's been in the family for about 45 years. I've been here 26 years on my own, seen a lot of different things, different changes, times.
And Kate, how did you get introduced to Marco in the first place and this fish and chip shop?
Well, we quite often, we will call fish and chip shops just to see how they're doing with their online ordering platform, see if we can improve on what they've got. And actually, Marco did have an existing platform, and it was at a time where he was considering to change. And we had a meeting, demoed the platform to Marco. He brought us on board for not just this shop, but his second shop that he's also got in Bristol. And we've been working with Marco for around 2 years now. It's been fantastic to work with, great to partner with, great to get feedback from Marco on how we're doing, what we can improve, if there's any features that, he thinks would benefit not just him, but all of the shops in the UK.
Well, it sounds like this service is already helping in a big way.
Like if I got an idea, normally they've got an idea for me, and I say, "Oh no, that's going to work for me. Why don't we try this?" Which is really good.
Fabulous. It's all going well.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place here, isn't it? How do you feel? I know you're doing something completely different. There's a fair few eateries on here.
Yeah. Well, we've been here longer than anyone else.
With SwiftOrder, your online orders come through on a tablet. Whether it's a collection order, delivery order, or from the kiosk, they will come through on the same tablet. When they come through, you'll hear a ping and they will print out of your Bluetooth printer. We designed the kiosk so it's super easy for the customer to use. We've got 2 in the shop at the moment. Marco is really, really pleased with how these are working. Actually going to get another 2 in, which is brilliant. So like I said, we wanted it super easy to use. The customer will come up, order here, just click what they want. So we go pod, chips, salt, vinegar, add to the basket. We'll also go back. The burger with ketchup, regular chips, add that to the basket. Go to checkout, pop the name in, mobile number. Keep you informed of offers. All done. It's as simple as that. Customer will then go to the counter and they'll be called when it's ready.
One's the hookie, one's the pod. One at the moment is pot to me without doing anything, and MSC certified.
We've got hokey here.
And they've got the hookie there.
We've got the cod there.
So all MSC certified.
So the hokey's a much slender fish anyway.
Yeah, decent size, 8 ounce. That's probably an 8, 9 ounce.
About the service itself, how's it affected your business?
Yeah, their support 7 days a week, night times, Friday night is first half, second done. Honestly, they're on the end of the phone, always willing to help. And also it does help us when we're very busy in the shop. People have ordered there, comes through on our machine.
Great. So Marco at Clifton Village Fish Bar has given us a sample of hokey. Now it's a New Zealand species of fish. It's said to be a lot cheaper. Of course, the proof's in the eating, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. We see a few shops that have introduced hokey, and so it'll be interesting to have a taste and see what it tastes like. Try some lemon over. If you're okay with that, you're okay with lemon?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see a little bit of lemon going in there.
Let's go for it.
Let's have a look inside, shall we? You attack that one and I'll attack this one. So you got me eating with a knife and fork. Yeah, that's nice.
That is nice. It's quite meaty.
It's not as flaky, is it?
No.
But it's got plenty of flavour.
Of course, the batter's great.
Mm.
We've got some of Marco's homemade tartar sauce to try with it.
This is theirs, did you say?
Yeah.
Try this. It's a clean fork.
It's good with the tartar sauce.
It is. Quite a thick tartar sauce, isn't it? The texture's mostly mayonnaise, isn't it, really? But you can taste the capers in there.
Yeah.
And the pickled gherkin. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Not tried a chip yet.
No, really crispy.
Yeah.
Really fluffy.
So it's cooked in a sunflower oil, because those chips are absolutely lovely. What a wonderful day.
It's been brilliant. Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good to spend some time with you. Come and visit Marco in his shop, show you what we're all about. Enjoy this delicious food.
Super. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
Steve.